Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center for today's PSAC matchup between the California Vulcans and the Seton Hill Griffins. My name is John Saban. I'm here to take you through today's action. The Vulcans coming into this game 3-8 on the season, 0-2 in conference play, and looking for their first win in their last 5 games, 0-5 in that stretch. And Seton Hill coming into this game 12-2, just a phenomenal start to the season. Winners of 8 out of their last 10. 2-1 in conference play. Looking to pick up another key win here. Both teams playing today's game. As game number 1 of the weekend here for the Vulcans. As part of the Dig Pink event here for California. All proceeds of today's game goes to the Side Out Foundation for survivors of breast cancer. I'm wearing pink. A lot of people in the building wearing pink. Be the Vulcans on the left side to start today's match. Griffins on the right, the Vulcans and the home blacks. Seton Hill in the away white uniforms. Waiting to see who will get the initial serve to start the game. Will be Seton Hill starting off today's contest. Back to serve will be number 8, Kendall Wagner, to get things started. Dug out in the back row by Dronberger. Favada sets it up for Ruggiero on the other side. Tipped to the net. The Vulcans can still play. Back row hit from Petrosevic. Nice diving effort by Maddie Stout. Dug out nicely by Altsman. And the Vulcans unable to get it over in 3. First point of set number 1 goes to the Griffins. Wagner still back there to serve. Her second serve dug out in the back row once again by Dronberger. Favada with the back hit. Dronberger just able to get over. Nice diving effort from the back row to keep it up. The Vulcans. Favada fakes at another great defensive play that time by Dieter. And the kill attempt tipped out of play by the Vulcans. Another big point for them. That was number 23, Ella Dieter, a sophomore out of North Allegheny High School. Putting up the Griffins 2-0. Start set number 1. Wagner's serve. Awkwardly dealt with by Dronberger, but nice play by Favada to keep it up, and the Vulcans are able to get it over. The kill attempt on the outside by Paige Cole. A nice hard hit. There's nothing the Vulcans can do about that. Quick 3-0 start here for the Griffins. Coming into this game 12-2, just a phenomenal start to the season. Wagner's serve again. Dug out by Petrosevic. Favada sets it up for Ruggiero in the middle. Off of Dieter's hand and out of play. The Vulcans are able to get themselves on the board here in set number 1. 3-1 is the score. It's going to be Dronberger back to serve. Dug out by the Griffins. Kill attempt in the middle. Dealt with nicely by the Vulcans. Strange set, but the hit by Ruggiero had the Griffins scrambling. And a looping attempt from Cole trying to find that back corner is just too strong and out of play. The Vulcans close things up here. 3-2 now the score. Seton Hill with the lead. Dronberger still back to serve. Dug out by the Griffins. Kill attempts tipped at the net by the Vulcans. Set up for Ruggiero on the other side. It's going to take a nick on the way through, and that's another point for the Vulcans. They tie things up here at 3. 3-3 now the score here for Vulcans looking for their first lead. Dug out by Cole. Give and go right back to Cole, and too powerful is Paige Cole, the senior, 5'11" outside hitter from Louisville, Ohio. Regains the lead here for Seton Hill. Back to serve is the libero, Maddie Stout from Vermilion, Ohio. Her serve dug out by Dronberger. Favada sets it up for Petrosevic on the other side. And some miscommunication in the back row. Stout and Wagner both thought that the other one was going to go for it. And none of them go for it. Could be a point for California. Things all square here at 4. Altsman over to serve. Nice diving play by Wagner to keep it up. Free ball over by the Griffins. Favada sets it up for Petrosevic on the other side, and that time Wagner can't deal with it at all. Miss hit, and the Vulcans grab their first lead of set number 1, 5-4 now the score. Altsman, the junior out of Zelianopol. First serve over, dug out by Wagner. Set up in the middle for Cole, and takes a nice friendly bounce off of the net. Finds the Vulcan side of the court for a Seton Hill point. Paige Cole coming into today's game, the leader in kills for Seton Hill. 186 kills for her, leading the team in points as well. 216 points total to serve by Seton Hill. And that's going to be an ace. Dronberger couldn't deal with it. And that was Abby Osterling, the senior out of Shalokta, Pennsylvania. Went to West Shamokin High School. This time Dronberger is able to deal with the serve set up for Petrosevic on the other side and blocked right at the net. That time by Katie Floor. Seton Hill reclaim a 2-point lead. Osterling switching sides of the court now. Originally served from the right side, now serving from the left. Dug out by Dronberger. Set up, Petrosevic able to get it across. Set up in the middle once again, a slam down right in the middle. As number 12, Emma Murer, or excuse me, number 16, Katie Floor with the kill. Eight to 5 now the score. Seton Hill with the lead. Osterling serve. Takes a bounce off the net, and that messes the Vulcans up greatly. It's another ace here for the Griffins here in set number 1. Osterling another serve, and just a complete miss hit that time. And the Vulcans catch a break as they needed it. Seton Hill went on a decent run there. The Vulcans able to break it up. 6-9 now the score. Subbing in and now back to serve is Morgan Johnson, the freshman out of Leonardtown, Maryland. Johnson serve. Dug out by Wagner. And Osterling fakes the set. Johnson now in the middle, dug out by Osterling. Set up on the outside for Cole. And Dronberger ducks out of the way and lets that one go out of play for a Vulcan point. Great heads-up play that time by Dronberger. Johnson back to serve. Dug out by Wagner. It's blocked at the net that time by Johnson. Cole on the outside, dug out in the back row by Dronberger. Johnson sets it up for Petrosevic, takes a tip at the net. Griffins continue to play. And the kill attempt on the far side by Ella Dieter is able to find some space, just touches the line on the near side of the court for a Seton Hill point. Substitution. Paige Cole is going to check out of the game and into the game. Number 10, Sophia Biggio, a 5'4" senior out of Weston, Florida. Product of Archbishop McCarthy High School. Back set just tipped over the net by Petrosevic, and that's all it needed, just the faintest of touches, and not dealt with by the Griffins, and that's a Vulcan point. 8-10 now the score. Petrosevic after the point checks out of the game, into the game now for the Vulcans. Number 3, Kay Lindenfelser, sophomore out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Her serve isn't able to make its way over the net. Line drive straight into the net. Seton Hill still clinging on to this 3-point lead here, 11-8 here in set number 1. Served by the Griffins. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Johnson sets it up for Dronberger. Blocked at the net, and the Vulcans can play. Johnson gets it over to Dronberger again. Able to just get that one over. Dug out nicely by the Griffins. Kill attempt over that time. Peyton Rodberg, excuse me. Able to just find the space she needed. The 5'10" outside hitter, the junior from Duluth, Minnesota. Gives the Griffins a 4-point lead now, 12-8. Dug out by Holtzman. Back set Johnson to Johnson and just finds the back corner. Sophia Johnson, a beautifully placed kill attempt right in the back corner of the court. The Vulcans cut the lead down to 3 here for Seton Hill. 12-9 now the score, and Sophia Johnson, her serve. Dug out by the Griffins. Set up on the outside, another strong kill attempt, once again by Dieter. Dieter with a ferocious right hand that time. The Griffins reclaim that 4-point lead. Substitution now here for the Griffins. Osterling will check out of the game. Into the game, number 24, Devin Sokol, the 6-foot sophomore out of Cockrandon, Pennsylvania. Dieter's serve. Dealt with awkwardly by the Vulcans. They're able to get it over. Tipped at the net, the kill attempt that time by Muir. Griffins have another chance. Another big block, but it's going to go too strong out of play. Originally, the referee signaled a Vulcan point, so I was waiting to see the official call. It will be a Seton Hill point. It is Dieter serve, dug out by Lindenfelser. Dronberg able to get it over. Took a tip at the net, the Griffins. With a chance now, blocked at the net that time by the Vulcans. And Blair and California able to get it over. Free ball over, and that will be a carry that time against Peyton Rodberg. And the Vulcans grab a point. Double substitution for the Vulcans. Ruggiero and Favada check back in. And it will be Favada back to serve. It's her serve dug out by Stout. Kill attempt in the middle, too strong that time by Muir. Ends up out of play. California point. Back down to 3, 11-14 the score. Vulcans looking to catch fire here. Set number 1, dug out by Stout. Blocked at the net again. Julia Blair and Dronberger linking up at the net with a big-time block. Rodberg tried it with the right hand, but Blair 6'3", Dronberger 6 foot. Not many people are going to be able to get it past that. Favada serve, sent over, but a nice dig that time by Favada to keep it up. Ruggiero with the right hand, trying to place it in the back corner and dealt with nicely by the Griffins. And off of the net, Sokol will take all the help she can get, and a nice bounce off the net. Right where none of the Vulcans are, and that's a point for Seton Hill. 15-12 now the score. Kendall Wagner back deep to serve now. 5'9" sophomore out of Massillon, Ohio. A lot of Ohio gals here on the team for Seton Hill. Favada sets it up for Dronberger. Not only does it take a tip, finds the back corner as well. Perfectly placed kill attempt that time by Dronberger. Vulcans make a substitution. Out of the game is Lyndon Felser. Into the game is Anna Marie Petrosevic. Dronberger now back to serve. 2-point game. Set up on the outside for Cole. Blocked at the net again. And it's Blair and Ruggiero this time with the stout wall right at the net. Able to send that one back. It's a 1-point game now. 15-14 the score. Dronberger serve. Momentum killer that time as another line drive straight into the net for the Vulcans. Gives the ball right back over to Seton Hill. will be Maddie Stout back deep to serve. 16-14 the score. Stout serve. Dug out by Altsman. Pavada high in there to Petrosevic. Dug out by Stout. Set up on the outside. A nice feint hit by Sokol, but a great diving effort by Reguera to keep it up. Petrosevic's kill attempt dug out by Stout. Another block at the net. But it will be a net. Actually, it will be a Vulcan point. It was Blair with the block. The referee on the chair originally signaled Seton Hill point, but the referee on the far side signaled California point, and it will be a Vulcan point. Altsman now with the serve. Nice dig, that time by Favada. Petrosevic, her kill attempt blocked at the net by Sokol, and a net violation by the Vulcans. Give the serve right back over to Seton Hill. 17-15 to score. They go back. Nice cameo this time by Julia Blair, the 6'3" senior from Oxford, Michigan, just really getting a couple key crucial blocks there to pick up some points for the Vulcans. Osterling's serve sails all the way over and out of play. And the Vulcans still very much in this game, down by 1. 17-16 now the score. 2 substitutions for the Vulcans. In the game is Lexi Muck and Morgan Johnson. And it will be Morgan Johnson back to serve. Serve dug out by Stout. Another block at the net by Johnson. Just flipped over that time by the Griffins, and they'll have another chance this time with Dieter. Free ball over by the Griffins. Set up in the middle. Johnson to Johnson again, and another big-time point here by the Vulcans. Sophia Johnson bringing the boom. And Coach Rick Hall and the Seton Hill Griffins will take a timeout as the Vulcans were down early and by a lot, 5-6 point deficit earlier on in the set, but California able to close it up and square things off at 17. And while we have a second, we could take a look at the PSAC West standings. Still very early on in the season, only a couple games for every team in conference play, but Clarion sits on top 2-0 so far in conference play, followed closely by the Gannon Golden Knights, also at 2-0. UPJ sitting at 1-0 in conference, 13-1 overall on the season. 4th place Seton Hill, 5th place Edinburgh, 6th place IUP, 7th place Slippery Rock, who the Vulcans face off against tomorrow. And the Vulcans sitting in last place so far here in the season, still looking for their first conference win in this young season. Coach Emmerich in her first season just looking to create a culture here for the Vulcans. Had a decent bit of success over the last 10, 15 years or so under Coach Letourneau. It's not easy to come into if you're Coach Emmerich, and have gotten some favorable results so far and have shown some flashes of some really good play earlier on here in this season. 17 all after the timeout. Morgan Johnson back to serve here for Cal. Johnson serve dug out by Wagner. Set up on the outside for Dieter. And that one ends up out of play. Vulcan point. California, their second lead of the set. It's been a while. 18-17 now the score. Johnson serve. Line drive, dug out nicely. Set up on the outside, a high kill attempt. Johnson with a great defensive effort. Muck able to get it over. Set up on the outside. Dieter just able to get it over. Nice play by Osterling to keep it up. Another block in the middle by Johnson. A feint hit over. Set up on the outside for Petrosevic. Takes a hit off of the Griffin wall and onto the Seton Hill side for the Vulcan point after the long rally. Petrosevic able to crack the wall. Morgan Johnson, another serve, 19-17 now the score. Dug out by Wagner. Dieter, her kill attempt over, dug out by Drumberger. Muck, her kill attempt blocked at the net, but a net violation by the Vulcans results in a point. here for Seton Hill. Well, if I can give a quick shout out to J.J. Robinson, who just sent me a text and asked him to shout him out on the broadcast. So shout out J.J. working at McDonald's today. Served by Seton Hill. Johnson, another kill attempt, but just inaccurate. Sends that one out of play, and Seton Hill tie things up here at 19 apiece. It's Paige Cole back to serve. Cole serve, dugout by Pesco. Set up in the middle for Johnson again. Stout, great dig to keep it alive. Johnson to Johnson again, and this time the Vulcans will not be denied. The Johnson to Johnson connection has been ferocious in this first set. The Vulcans reclaim the lead 20-19. Petrusevic will check out. Kay Lindenfelser will check back in. Lindenfelser serve, dugout by Stout. Back set, and the kill attempt too strong for Johnson. Just a thundering hit that time by the Griffins. Things now tied up at 20. The serve over by the Griffins dugout by Pesco. Free ball over. And somehow able to get it around it is Dieter Nice. Right arm that time, just able to find the back corner, and the Griffins reclaim the lead. It is Katie Floor back to serve. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Johnson sets it up, and it's Muck with the kill attempt, dug out nicely by the Griffins. And another big-time kill by Peyton Rodberg. And the Vulcans take a timeout as Seton Hill claw back and now have a 2-point lead, 22-20. And that's what the Griffins do this season. They've been on a tear, like I said, coming into this game, winners of 8 of their last 10. Just having a great start to this young season. The Vulcans showing some good signs of life here, just really giving it to the Griffins a little bit, but Seton Hill able to fend it off for the moment with the lead. Vulcans now retake the court. Seton Hill taking the last couple of seconds to talk things over. Coach Hall for the Griffins in his 20th season at the helm here for Seton Hill. After the timeout will be Katie Floor back to serve. 5'10" middle hitter. Sophomore from Norton, Ohio. Her serve dug out by Altsman, and somehow the Vulcans able to keep it up and get it over. Awkwardly dealt with, but somehow the Griffins able to send that one over. Johnson to Johnson again. Blocked at the net this time. Emma Muir able to get up and deal with it. 6-foot freshman from Lutz, Florida. The Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School graduate. Makes a 3-point game, 23-20. Johnson to Johnson again, tips it over. Dug out that time by Osterling. The kill attempt on the outside. Johnson can't corral it. And a big-time swing that time by Ella Dieter on the outside. And just like that, Seton Hill on set point. Looking to take the all-important first set. The serve dug out by Lindenfelser. Johnson back set to Muck. Straight to Osterling, and she can't deal with it at all. And the Vulcans need to be perfect, as the Griffins are still on set point. Will be a substitution here. Into the game here for California, number 11, Summer Lux, the 5'2" freshman out of Warren, Pennsylvania. Now in to serve. Dug out nicely by the Griffins. The kill attempt. And just like that, the Griffins will take set number 1, 25-21. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here for set number 2 on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 17 member campuses, educating more than 110,000 students, with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, making the PSAC proud.
Vulcan football is back and ready to take on the best the PSAC has to offer this fall. After road games at Charleston, Westchester, and Lock Haven, the Vulcans return to Adamson Stadium for the home opener on September 28th. Save the date for October 19th and homecoming versus Slippery Rock. The Coal Bowl comes to Adamson Stadium on October 26th versus IUP. The home schedule concludes with back-to-back games on November 9th versus Edinburgh and Senior Day November 16th versus Shippensburg. For up-to-date information on the Vulcans, follow Cal Vulcans on social media or go to calvulcans.com. For live games and highlights, go to CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube or the PSAC Digital Network.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center as the Griffins take set number 1 here in Game 1 of this weekend's Dig Pink Series. All proceeds of the matches this weekend go to the Side Out Foundation for survivors of breast cancer. And the Griffins take an emphatic 25-20 victory in set number 1. Quick shout out to Mr. J.R. Whaler and Sally for tuning in at home. Also shout out JJ once again. Shout out Zoe Belknap all the way out in Belgium tuning in as well. Shout out everyone. Thank you all for watching if you are. Both teams switch sides. Griffins on the left, Vulcans on the right. Vulcans still in the home black uniform. Seton Hill in the away whites. I believe it will be Vulcan serve to start this second set, and it will be Favada back to serve. California looking for their first conference win in the season. Winless in their last 5, looking to steer the ship right back in the right direction. Favada gets us started here in set number 2. A great cheeky play that time by Abby Osterling, faking everybody out. And the back set straight over finds the Vulcan floor. Seton Hill point. Maddie Stout back to serve. Serve dug out by Altsman. Brugero. Deep hit dug out by Stout. Blocked at the net by Blair. Another big time block, but a great scramble by the Griffins, able to keep it up and keep it alive. Blair around the outside, and Julia Blair is able to grab the Vulcans a point. Great play by the senior. Lindenfelser back in, and Lindenfelser is back to serve. Dug out by the Griffins. Cole with the kill attempt. Stifled at the net by the Vulcans. Dronberger from the near side. Dug out by Stout. Set up in the middle. Favada right there to deal with it. Dronberger again with the right hand. Dug out nicely. Set up in the middle again, and this time Katie Floor will not be stopped. A big-time hit. After a decent back-and-forth rally, Griffin point. Abby Osterling back to serve. First serve dug out by Altsman. Favada able to get it up. Altsman with a free ball over. Osterling set up to Floor. Dug out nicely by the Vulcans. Dronberger with the kill attempt off of Seton Hill. Nice diving play by Osterling to keep it up. Free ball over. Dug out by Lyndon Felser. Set up in the middle for Blair. Right off the hands of Osterling and back up. Griffins and the Vulcans with a nice rally going here. Ruggiero from the far side. Dug out easily by Stout. Set up for Cole. And Cole can't find the line. Just misses. Ends up out of play. And after the long rally, the Vulcans claim the point. Sophia Johnson checks back in for the Vulcans. Will be Caroline Mercer serve. Mercer able to get that one over. And the kill that time by Floor is good. Three to two now the score. Paige Cole back to serve. Just takes a nice bounce off of the net and fools everybody on the side of the Vulcans. 4 to 2 now the score. Cole dug out by Lyndon Felser. Set up for Ruggiero. Cole sends that one high into the air. From the back row, Johnson gets a hand on it. Favada sets it up for Ruggiero. Just hits that one over. Dug out nicely by Dieter. Kill attempt that time too strong and out of play. Seton Hill point. Or California point, excuse me. Checking into the game for the first time. Ashlyn Brookover, the junior from Smithville, Ohio, is now in, is now back to serve. Looks like another substitution will be made as well. Sophia Johnson will check out of the game. Checking in will be number 9 for the Vulcans, Laurel McClurkin, the freshman out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Will make her first appearance in this game. Brookover serve. Dug out by Rodberg. Tipped at the net by Dronberger. The Vulcans able to keep it up and get it over. Osterling, back set, the kill attempt off of the hands of Pascoe. Nice play by Lindenfelser ranging to her left, but Pascoe's third hit over too strong and ends up out of play. Great defensive scramble by the Vulcans, but unable to continue the rally. Now Seton Hill 4, California 3. Actually ends up being a Vulcan point somehow in that scramble. Not really too sure what happened, but the Vulcans will take it. And the kill attempt this time goes straight back over to the Griffins. A nice big-time hit by Katie Floor. Reclaims the 2-point lead here for Seton Hill. Floor serve. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Brookover over to Dronberger and takes a friendly spin out of play off of a Griffin hand. The Vulcans will take it. California point. Petrosevic comes back in here for California. Dronberger serve. Dug out by the Griffins. 5-4 the score. tipped right at the middle. Nice play by Muck to keep it up. Pasco sends it over. Back set the kill attempt from the near side. Blocked at the net that time by McClurkin. And the Vulcans tie things up here at 5 in set number 2. Dronberger serve. Dug out by Rodberg. Set up in the middle. Another block, that time by Muck. Sending it right back, and the Vulcans with a lead now here in set number 2. 6-5 the score. Dronberger with another serve. Dug out by Rodberg again. Sent all the way back over to her, and another block, but this time Muck couldn't quite keep that one in play. It goes out of bounds. Seton Hill point, but another great defensive effort by the Vulcans. Devin Sokol checks back in. Back to serve is Ella Dieter. Her serve dug out by Dronberger. Broke over with the set to Muck. Dug out by Cole in the back row. Rodberg with the right hand, too strong. Rodberg sends that one out of play. Vulcans make a substitution. Julia Blair checks back in, and back to serve is Laurel McClurkin. McClurkin serve dug out by Stout. Set in the middle, the kill attempt by Rodberg. There's nothing anyone can do about that one. Big time jam. Things all square here at 7. Will be Kendall Wagner back to serve. Wagner serve, dug out by Dronberger. Brookover sets it up for Blair, but will be a violation against the Vulcans. Seton Hill reclaim the lead now 8-7. Wagner serve. Brookover sets it up for Petrosevic. Tipped at the net. The Griffins able to play on. Brookover, nice job ranging to her left. Petrosevic keeps it in play. Dronberger able to get it over, luckily. Cole on the near side. Blocked. And straight back down onto the Vulcan side of the court for a Griffin point. 7-9 now the score. Wagner with a full head of steam, her serve. Just takes a bounce off of the net. And that's an ace here for the Griffins. 10-7 now the score. Summer Lux checks back into the game here for the Vulcans. Wagner on a roll here. Another serve for her. Dug it this time by Petrosevic. Brookover sets it up nicely for Blair. And the Griffins can't deal with it at all. Nice little link up there between Brookover and Blair, and the Vulcans able to grab themselves a point. Favada and Ruggiero check back in. Favada will go back to serve. Dug out by the Griffins. Set up on the outside for Cole. Blocked at the net again. It was Blair who got a piece of it, but she couldn't keep it in play. Griffins with a 3-point lead, 11-8. Will be Maddie Stout back to serve. Stout serve. Dug out by Mercer. Ruggiero, free ball over. Nice play by Favada to keep it up, and Ruggiero, free ball over again. Sokol on the near side. Dug out nicely this time by Mercer. Petrosevic, nice diving effort by Stout to keep it up. Griffins from the back row. Favada again ranging to her right. Petrosevic the kill attempt, tipped at the net. They're going to say that her hit didn't make its way over, just a little bit too low on it, straight into the net. And after the long rally, it's a Seton Hill point. Griffins up here now 12-8 in set number 2. Stout serve. Straight into the net for the Vulcan point. And it will be a double sub here for the Vulcans. Lindenfelser and Droberger back in for Petrosevic and Lux. And it will be Lindenfelser back to serve. Dug out nicely by the Griffins. Cole from the back row is just too strong for Mercer to deal with. Cole came into this game leading the Griffins in kills and points for a reason, and you can see it right there on display. Abby Osterling checks back into the game here for the Griffins and is now back to serve. Osterling serve. Dealt with by Mercer. Dronberger able to get that one over. Nice job. The ball bouncing all around, and the Griffins able to get it over. Mercer sets it up for Ruggiero, is able to get that one over. Osterling deals with it. Sent over that time by Dieter. Ruggiero now with a kill. Dug out once again by Osterling. Dieter with another kill, and that time is able to find some open grass in the back corner of the court. Even after Favada dove for it, nothing she can do, and the Vulcans will take a timeout, down by 5, 14-9 here in set number 2. We'll take another look here at the PSAC West standings. Still very, very early on in the season. The Griffins sitting in 4th place after they sit at 2-1 in conference play. But Seton Hill and UPJ off to great starts in the season, 13-1 and 12-2 respectively. Both teams just been on an absolute tear so far, and the Vulcans still looking for their first win here in conference play. If they don't get it here against Seton Hill, they face off against Slippery Rock here tomorrow. Just looking to climb these standings here in the early part of the season. This is game number 3 of a 6-game homestand here for the Vulcans. Face off against Walsh last Thursday, a 3-1 loss in sets, and then face off against Edinburgh that Saturday, another 3-1 loss in sets. Seton Hill today, Slippery Rock tomorrow, the next weekend, next Friday against IUP, next Saturday, Senior Day against UPJ, finishing off the homestand. Dronberger's killed, dug out by Stout. Nice placement that time by Ella Dieter. The Griffins, their biggest lead of the set here now, 15-9. Osterling serve. Lindenfelser sends it into the net, and Favada can't quite read the bounce, and that's an ace for the Griffins. That one ends up in the scores table. Osterling with another serve. Dug out that time by Dronberger. Favada back set for Ruggiero. Blocked at the net. Lindenfelser, nice diving play. The Vulcans able to keep it up after the hit by Floor. Set up in the middle for Floor. Takes a bounce. Nice play by Lindenfelser diving to keep it up. And the Vulcans able to get it over. Osterling. Back set, Dieter, dug out by Favada. Ruggiero on the far side. Nice play by the Griffins to keep it up. Floor again. And this time the Vulcans can't handle it. It's now an 8-point lead here for the Griffins. Into the game now for the Vulcans. Number 12, Elizabeth Patina, the sophomore from Hanover, Virginia. Checks into this contest for the first time. Osterling serve, dug out by Lindenfelser. Favada at the net, straight for Blair, and a nice placement that time by Julia Blair. They're able to just find that back corner. Double sub Favada and Johnson Back onto the court here for California will be Caroline Mercer back to serve. Stout sends that one high in the air. Dieter, too strong, out of play. Hit that one as hard as she could, just couldn't quite get the connection she needed. Mercer, another serve, a floater that time. And the backside all the way across the court. Just awkward for the Vulcans. It was Floor who got a piece of it, and it was Dronberger and Johnson. Didn't really know where it went. Ends up off of them, out of play. Paige Cole back to serve. And another ace here for the Griffins. And the Vulcans, after that, will take another timeout as the lead for Seton Hill now is ballooned to 8 points. 19-11 is the score. The Vulcans looked feisty there in set number one, but it seemed like after losing that set, the wind not really in their sails here in set number two, just a little bit slow out of the gate. They just haven't been able to quite catch back up. Seton Hill in full control of this game. Took set number one, 25-20. And now up by 8 here in set number two. The Vulcans took their second timeout here of this set. Make their way back out onto the court. Griffins now looking to retake the court as well. Will be Cole back to serve here after the timeout. Cole gets the whistle, and Cole gets us back under play. Lindenfelser digs it out. Johnson, nice kill attempt that time. Straight into the hands of Osterling, but she couldn't deal with it at all. A big jam that time by Sophia Johnson. Something we've seen her do quite a bit so far in this season. Brookover and Muck check back onto the court. It's Brookover's serve. Dug out by Stout. Osterling able to get it up, and Rodberg with a kill attempt off of a Vulcan hand and out of play. Seton Hill up by 8 once again. 12-20 is the score. Katie Floor, her serve. Dug out by Lindenfelser, but hits the referee, and another ace. Floor coming into today's game, leading all of Seton Hill with 18 aces on the season coming into today's game. Adds another one to her collection. Substitution as Alicia Smith checks into the game here for Seton Hill. The freshman out of Bradford Woods, Pennsylvania. Johnson, another big hit that time. Floor couldn't pull it in. Too hot to handle is Sophia Johnson. Vulcan still in this game, down by 8. Dronberger serve. Vulcans need to go on a bit of a run here. A big block at the net that time with Johnson and Muck. That's the kind of momentum play that you need if you're California. If you want to make this a game here. Dronberger serve. The backside all the way across the court. Dieter serve. Nice diving play by Pisco to keep it up. But Muck and the Vulcans can't quite get it over. Ends up falling out of play. Another Seton Hill point. Substitution now for the Griffins. Number 15, Abby Santa Croce, a junior out of Coriopolis, Pennsylvania. Will check in and is now back to serve. Dug out by Dronberger. Broke over with the set to Petrosevic. Too strong, was looking for a tip on the way through. But well-disciplined play by the Griffins to pull away. Seton Hill inching ever closer to taking set number 2. 23-14 is the score. Santa Croce serve, dug out by Pisco. Set up in the middle for Johnson. Griffins able to get it up, blocked at the net this time. A nice play by Muck and Johnson to get a hand on it. California point. Julia Blair checks back into the game. Will be Sophia Johnson back to serve. Johnson serve dug out by Stout, set up in the middle. A nice kill that time by Savannah Schwartz. The freshman out of Valrico, Florida. Just checked into the game. Alicia Smith serve. Griffins on set point, broke over to Blair, blocked at the net. And another hit, but the Vulcans keep it up again. And it's Schwartz again getting it over. Petrosevic, her kill attempt dug out nicely by Stout. Cole on the outside, dug out by Dronberger. Broke over, sets it up for Muck, and Muck slams it home. The Vulcans not going away quite yet, still down by 8, and the Griffins still on set point. California need to be flawless here. Lexi Muck back to serve. Dug out by Cole. Nice play by Dronberger to keep this one in play. Petrosevic tipped at the net, and the Vulcans keep it up. And a miscommunication between Mercer and Brookover. And the Griffins take an emphatic set number 2 victory, 25-16 over the Vulcans. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here for set number 3 on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
A new era in Vulcan volleyball starts this fall as new head coach Audrey Emmerich leads her team for the 2024 season. Get your first look at the squad when they host the Vulcan Invitational on the weekend of September 13th and 14th. Following a non-conference game versus Walsh on September 26th, the PSAC schedule kicks into high gear with familiar foes such as Edinburgh, Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, and IUP. For up-to-date schedules and more, follow Cal Vulcans on social media and get live games and highlights at CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and the PSAC Digital Network.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 4,000 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, over 70 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center as we get ready for set number 3 between the California Vulcans and the Seton Hill Griffins. The Vulcans trailing 2-0 in set. Seton Hill with 2 big wins, 25-20 in set number 1, Just a clinical 25-16 victory in set number 2. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the middle of the Vulcans homestand here between the ending of September and the beginning of October. Facing off against Slippery Rock tomorrow in the second game of the Dig Pink series here for the Vulcans. All proceeds from today and tomorrow's games go to the Side Out Foundation, support of survivors of breast cancer. Following tomorrow's game at Slippery Rock, 2 more home games between IUP and UPJ next week. Both teams have once again switched sides. It will be Seton Hill to serve to get us started here in set number 3. It's been a lot of key contributors here for the Griffins. Coming to mind, Paige Cole, number 11, the senior from Louisville, Ohio. Has done a phenomenal job in this game, and as well, number 16, Katie Floor, really just laying the hammer, just swinging it. Nothing that the Vulcans can do. And then Abby Osterling, the 5'6" senior, has really done a great job as the setter in this game, just facilitating these attackers here for the Griffins. And it will be Osterling and her serve to get us started here in set number 3. Brokeover sets it up for Muck in the middle, and that's Floor. Return to sender. Sends that one right back. And the Griffins jump out with an early 1-0 lead. Osterling. Another serve. Dug out by Drumberger. Brokeover sets it up for Blair. And Blair able to get the Vulcans a point as that one comes off a Cole and out of play. Lindenfelser checks back in. Things tied at 1 apiece. Morale high on the Vulcan bench. Lindenfelser, her serve dug out nicely by Wagner. Somehow Osterling's able to get to that one, broke over. Running to her left, able to deal with it. Muck, her kill attempt, dug out by Osterling in the back. Kill too strong that time by Dieter. Trying to find the near side corner, just couldn't quite hit it. Lindenfelser, her serve dug out by Stout. Osterling with the fake set, but the Vulcans able to deal with it. Muck, the tip over, dug out by Stout. Step on the other side for Dieter again. And this time, once again, it falls out of play just too strong by Dieter. That one a little bit closer. The Vulcans will take it 3-1 now, the lead for California. Lindenfelser serve. Set up in the middle for Floor, and there's nothing anybody on the Vulcans can do. You can send 10 girls out on the court at the same time, and I don't think any one of them is keeping that kill attempt from Floor up. Paige Cole back to serve. Dug out by Mercer. Muck with a free ball over. Set up on the outside for Rodberg. Slices that one out of play. 2-point lead restored for California. Johnson checks back into the game for the Vulcans. Caroline Mercer serve. It's a high one dug out by the Griffins. Rodberg again. Takes a friendly bounce for the Griffins, and it will be Seton Hill point. 4-3 now the score. Katie Floor back to serve now here for Seton Hill. High in the air from Brookover. Droneberger's kill attempt dug out by Cole in the back row. Emma Muir in the middle sends that one too strong out of play. Favada and Patina will check in the game here for California. And it is Favada back to serve the Vulcans with a 5-3 lead here in set number 3. Favada serve, dug out by Cole. Back set for Dieter. And The dig attempt by Lindenfelser just goes too strong and out of play. Ella Dieter now back to serve here for the Griffins. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Favada sets it up for Droneberger. Blocked at the net this time. It's Emma Muir with the hand on it. The freshman from Lutz, Florida with a big time block to tie things up here at 5. Dieter's second serve. Lindenfelser sends it over, and it's Muir again, sending it right back to Lindenfelser. Lindenfelser can't keep it up. Back-to-back points for Emma Muir. Doing it on both sides of the court. The Griffins grab themselves the lead right back 6-5. And that's an ace for the Griffins as Dieter's serve just comes off of Drumberger's arm and goes out of play. Seton Hill on a run. Dieter's serve. Off of the net. Dealt with by the Vulcans. Johnson with the kill. Just what the doctor ordered. The Vulcans needed it. Stop the Seton Hill run. And who else but Sophia Johnson to come up big here for California. Petrosevic checks back into the game here for California. It will be Drumberger back to serve. Drumberger serve. Off of the net, nice diving effort by Stout to keep it up. Rodberg too strong, but tipped on the way through. Comes off of a Vulcan hand out of play. Seton Hill will take it 8-6 now the score. Kendall Wagner back to serve. Dug out by Petrosevic. Favada going over Droneberger. Nice tip at the net. Petrosevic just trying to lay it over. It's a violation against the Vulcans. Seton Hill point. 3-point lead now here in set number 3 for the Griffins, 9-6. Wagner serve. Dug out by the Vulcans. The kill attempt lands here for California. Elizabeth Patina grabs the Vulcans a point. Nice big time hit with the right hand from Patina. Sophia Johnson checks back in, and now it's her time to serve. Johnson serve. Dug out by the Griffins. The kill attempt. Johnson able to get down in the back row and keep it alive. Cole on the near side. Straight to Johnson again. And with some ping pong, the Vulcans nearly able to get it back over off of the leg of Blair and off of the arm of Favada, but California unable to get it over in 3. Seton Hill point. Maddie Stout back to serve. Dug out by Petrosevic. Favada sets it up for Blair, just tips it over. Cole. Nice diving effort by Favada to keep it up. Patina able to get it over. And the Griffins were scrambling, and that's a Vulcan point. Another one for Elizabeth Patina. Brookover and Muck check back into the game once again for the Vulcans. And Brookover will go back to serve. Brookover serve. Osterling sets it up for Cole, and geez, there's nothing the Vulcans can do. And strong and well placed. As perfect as a hit as you would want there from Paige Cole. It'll be Abby Osterling back to serve here for Seton Hill. Straight into the net. California will take that every day of the week. 9-11 now the score here for California. looking to come back into this game. Down 2-0 here to Seton Hill. Lindenfelser just checks back in. It's her serve. Set up in the middle for Muir. Dronberger sends it over. Cuts it on the outside from Dieter. Brookover able to get a hand on and keep it up. Muck sends it over. Osterling the set. Cole the kill. Straight into the Vulcan wall. California can't keep it over. Falls on their side of the court for the Griffin point. Peyton Rodberg checks back in here for the Griffins. And it's Cole back to serve. Off the top of that Vulcan's play. Dronberger hits it over with the left hand this time. Cole from the back row. Nice play by Brookover to keep it up in the air. Mercer towards the bench, and Lindenfelser gets it over in 3. Nice defensive play by the Vulcans. Dieter with the kill, and Blair with the block. Huge point from the Vulcans. From a huge human being, a 6'3", Julia Blair with the big block. It's Mercer's serve. Brookover with a nice dig to keep it up. Dronberger gets it over. Dieter, the hit, dug out by Mercer. Brookover sets it up for Dronberger again. Cole gets a hand on it and then with a stout dove for it, but the Griffins can't keep it up. Back-to-back points here from the Vulcans. The bench very much getting into it now here for California. Substitution now for the Griffins. Into the game for the Griffins. Elizabeth Kolkowski, the junior out of East Liverpool, Ohio, checks in. Brookover, another great defensive play by Ashlyn Brookover. The Griffins now with another chance. Rodberg, dug out again by Lindenfelser. And a bit unfortunate as it ends up into the antenna, but the Vulcan defense is showing out here in this third set. Katie Floor back to serve. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Brookover sets it up for Dronberger. Blocked at the net. Vulcans have another chance. Muck just hits it over. Dealt with nicely by Kolkowski. Cole with the daft little hit. Dronberger. Big time kill. Kolkowski tried to block, but Dronberger able to get a nice piece of hitting on it. 13-12 now the score. Double sub here for the Vulcans. Brookover and Muck will check out of the game. Favada and Patina will check back into the game here for California. And it will be Favada, the junior from Arizona. Her serve as easy as a hit as you want for Sophia Johnson. And the Vulcans tie things up here at 13 apiece. Favada dug out by Rodberg. Left hand hit that time by Kolkowski. Too strong and out of play. And the Vulcans reclaim the lead here in set number 3. 14-13 is the score. And the Vulcans continue this run. Favada, her serve, dug out. Rodberg blocked at the net again. And another point for the Vulcans. Dronberger and Johnson at the net that time. Getting a touch on it. Favada serve. 15-13 the score. Cole digs it out. Set up in the middle. Nice play by Lindenfelser to keep it up. Dronberger, her hit. Finds Cole in the back row. Kolkowski takes a tip off of Johnson. Patina. And we get it over the Griffins. Free ball over to keep it alive. Back set. Johnson blocked at the net this time. Big time block by Peyton Rodberg and Emma Muir. And the Griffins, after the long rally, are able to grab themselves a point. Griffins serve Awkwardly dealt with by the Vulcans, but they were able to keep it up. Rodberg on the near side. And another strong hit by Rodberg, and the Vulcans can't keep it out. Abby Santa Croce back to serve. Dug out by Mercer. Patina too strong on the return. The Griffins reclaim the lead now 16-15. Santa Croce, the junior from Moon Area High School. Her serve. Off of the net, but the Vulcans able to keep it up. Johnson blocked by the Griffins. Favada sets it up for Dromberger this time. Blocked again by the Griffins. And a point for the Griffins. Everything coming up Seton Hill so far. They look to close things out here in 3 sets. Santa Croce, her serve. Dug out by Mercer. Favada able to just keep it up, and Lindenfelser sends it over. Osterling sets it up, and a strong hit by Mirror with the right hand will cause the Vulcans to take a timeout. California down 2 sets to nothing, and down 18-15 here in set number 3. And you take a look at the standings one more time here. Like I said, very early on in conference play to start the season. Every team only looking at about 2 to 3 games apiece in conference play. Clarion and Edinburgh sitting up top, both at 2-0. UPJ 13-1 on the season, sitting at 1-0 in the conference standings in 3rd place. Seton Hill in 4th at 2-1 in conference play, 12-2 overall. Edinburgh 10-5, 1-1 overall in conference play. IUP, Slippery Rock, and California all 0-2 in conference play, all looking for their first win of the season in PSAC West play. After the timeout, it will be Seton Hill to serve. 18-15 is the score. Back to serve will be Abby Santa Croce. Santa Croce serve. Dug out by Mercer. Favada with the backside. Dromberger tip to the net, and the Griffins able to keep it up. Rodberg blocked to the net by Johnson, And the Griffins get it up and send it over. Favada. Dromberger from the middle, that time dug out nicely by Stout. Cole from the back row, blocked by Johnson. It's a block party here. And a miss hit that time by Rodberg. Can't get it over in 3. The Vulcans, after some back and forth defensive efforts from both sides, come out with the point there. 16-18 now the score. California looking to climb out of this hole. Dromberger, her serve, dug out by Stout. Set up for Rodberg again. Mercer can't deal with it. And Favada tried to dive and to keep it up. But their efforts come up fruitless. 19-16 is the score. It's Wagner's serve. Dug out by Petrusevic. Favada with a diving effort to keep it up. Free ball over by Petrusevic. Set up for Cole. A little teardrop hit. Patina her hit over. Kill from the back row. Dug out by Dromberger. Set up for Patina again. Griffin's able to keep it up. Cole. Mercer. Favada. Johnson blocked at the net. The Vulcans keep it up. Favada. Dromberger from the back row. Dug out by Stout. Set up for Cole again. Nice play by Mercer, ranging to her left. Cole with just the standing vert. The ball falling straight up in the air and sets up beautifully for her. And Paige Cole finds herself another point in this game. And the Griffins within striking distance of finishing off the game here. Serve dug out by Mercer. Set up for Patina. And a violation, I believe it was a carry against Patina. Griffins with a blackjack now at 21. Up by 5, 21-16 the score. Kendall Wagner, her serve. The Vulcans watch that one go out of play. Schoenberger takes a step to her left. Lets that one sail out for the California point. Sophia Johnson back in. It's Johnson to serve. Johnson serve. Straight into Santa Croce, and that's an ace for the Vulcans. Santa Croce just caught in between. Takes that one straight off of the chest. California now down by 3, 21-18. Johnson serve. Santa Croce digs it out that time. Cole, too strong. Oh my goodness. 5 out of 5 on the boom scale that time for Paige Cole. Maddie Stout to serve. Dug out by Drumberger. Favada sets it up for Blair. Just able to tip it over. Floor with another important point here for the Griffins. 23-18 the score. The Griffins on the precipice of taking this game. Flurry of substitutions for Seton Hill. The latest one being number 10, Sophia Biggio back in, and it will be Maddie Stout to serve. And another ace for the Griffins. That one off of Petrosevic's hands and out of play. Seton Hill on game point here. 24-18. Stout serve. And the Vulcans let it go. Pasco, great heads up play, just stepping out of the way and letting that one fall out of place. Muckenbrook over back in. California need to be perfect. If they want to have anything to say about losing this set. It will be Ashlyn Brook over to serve. Dug out by Stout. Osterling sets up in the middle. And that's all she wrote. Savannah Schwartz finishing it off here, and the Vulcans fall to the Griffins 3-0 here from everyone at CTV. Thank you very much for watching. For my director, Gary Smith, my name has been John Sape. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow when the Vulcans take on Slippery Rock right here on CTV, CTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network. Good night, California.